Behind me is the Audi SQ6, and it's a little boring, but really cool. Personally, I don't mind EVs, and with this being an S model, it makes 509 horsepower. The only issue is that it's not that exciting to drive, but the rest of the car is super nice. That's because inside you get this giant panoramic roof, heated, ventilated, and massaging bucket seats with a thigh extension. I get a passenger display that lets me watch YouTube. My touchscreen works super fast. I get a digital display, an augmented reality head-up display, a heated steering wheel, and a Bang & Olufsen sound system. Whenever you navigate somewhere, it'll talk to you in the headrest.
Now turn left. Then turn left.
You also get gorgeous ambient lighting. It even shows you your blinkers, so you never forget they're on. The back has plenty of room for adults and kids, while also giving you lots of trunk space with even more under here. I even get a little front trunk. But my favorite part is I can customize the light animations on this car, and they look amazing. If this car came to America, Tesla would be cooked. This competes against a Model Y. It's electric, but if I don't have time to charge, I can put gas in here and that'll power my generator under the hood to give me over 700 miles of range. You also get air suspension and LiDAR for self-driving. And to let others know it's driving itself, the side lights will turn blue. Pretty cool. Inside, you get pillows in your headrest, heated and ventilated seats that also massage you. My passenger screen also works super fast. My driver display works super fast. I get 2 wireless charging pads with a fan to cool off my phone, storage space in there, more storage space under here. I get a driving display on my steering wheel, and my head-up display shows me my blind spots. You also get a built-in camera to take pictures, and it can even do it just of the rear passengers. If I push this button, that'll turn on my lights for a better quality photo. And because it has built-in AI, I can just point at something and it knows what I'm talking about. 关闭这个. Even if you're 6 feet tall and scoot the seat all the way back, you still have plenty of space in the rear for a car seat. And to make sure you don't wake your kids, it has soft close. If your kids are older, they can enjoy heated and ventilated seats that can recline and massage you. I have a built-in footrest right down here. I have a built-in cooler that can also double to keep food hot. And because kids always lose the remote, I just use my hand. But don't think I forgot about the parents. Tell me this isn't cool. And if you need to fit really long items, you can do that too. It even has a Sentry mode to monitor your car. And did I mention how quiet this is? Did you know there are 150 brands in China? That's a lot of car companies just competing within one country. So basically, that means you have to have really, really good ideas to be able to stand out amongst that many brands, which is why companies like Li Auto right here have some of the best cars that you can get from China. And I'm gonna show you why. It's really all the fine details.
Rear screen is opening.
Even things like recognizing that because kids lose the remote control all the time, it's probably smarter to have them just control it like this. And if you have even smaller kids, you can swipe down and just watch child-friendly content. Let's say you pick up your kids from sports, they can open this and there's a cooler that keeps their drinks nice and cold. And if you happen to have an infant, I can hit this heat button and keep things like a bottle warm. Even big things like the fact that this has an engine that works as a generator. So all this engine does is keep your battery charged. You put in fuel right there, and obviously you can charge the battery at home, but if you're doing long trips, instead of having to stop and charge, you can just put in fuel and make electricity on the fly. That'll power the rear electric motor and the front electric motor. So you're always driving off the smoothness and the quietness of electricity. This battery pack also has heat insulation and flame retardancy. So that means no explosions, even in the event of a thermal runaway within the cells. Most cars with voice commands require you to say things like, hey BMW or hey Mercedes, open my passenger window or open my driver window. Because this has built-in AI and a camera, it pretty much just knows what you're talking about. 关闭这个。
注意不要将小手伸。
关闭这个。
前遮阳帘正在关闭，小心点。
关闭这个。
好啦。
And what about people that are a little paranoid of having a camera always watching you? Well, you can just block it. But I think my favorite part is that when you unlock the vehicle, it'll deodorize the interior for 10 seconds. And whenever you lock the vehicle, it'll dry the air ducts and evaporator to reduce odors. What is up, guys? Right behind me is the Audi S8, and this is a luxury rocket ship. So it's not very luxurious to fall into your car, which is why whenever you open the door, the suspension raises up to make it easier to get in. And to make sure everyone knows you have an expensive Audi, the headlights do this at night. Inside, you have a moonroof, quilted leather seats that are going to be heated, ventilated, and they massage you. Carbon fiber on your dash, a touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, another touchscreen, storage space in there, more storage in your armrest. You're going to have a digital display, head-up display, and watch what happens when I do this. In the back, I have an insane amount of room. I can control my top shade, my rear shade, and my side shade. Plus, you have a mirror so you can see how successful you are. So the S8 is no joke. The air that goes into there is gonna flow right out of this onto that intake. This is a twin turbo V8. It makes 563 horsepower on the 0 to 60. 3.2 seconds. If you're rich with enemies, behind me is the perfect car. We gotta start in the back. You get the Starlight suede headliner, you get ambient lighting up here, a built-in iPad, storage space in there, more storage space in here with a cup holder. I have this pop-out tray that I can work on or eat on top of, but my favorite part is the built-in Apple TV. If I push this button, I can recline my seat. If I push the button at the bottom, my footrest can come out. I have a built-in bar right down here with an area for me to place my cups. And to make sure my breath is fresh, I have a built-in candy tray. And if I want to talk to my driver, I just push this. And if you have ops, there's no need to worry because these windows are B4 level bullet resistant. That means it can protect against all handguns, including a .44 Magnum. You have blast protection underneath that can protect against 10 hand grenades, courtesy of Mr. Beast. If an op tries to get into your car, you can turn on your shocking door handles and electrocute them. This also has built-in pepper spray. You also get a self-healing gas tank, a built-in winch. You get blinding lights to stun the ops, and to assert your dominance,
You have a built-in intercom system.
inside I get a speaker in my roof, speakers in my headrest, my seats are heated and ventilated. I get all of my controls right here, a digital mirror, 2 cameras, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, have a secret screen up here, and I even have a safe for the Oppa-Stoppa. And to escape the ops, you have a supercharged V8 making 8. What is up, guys? There's one feature I always talk about in almost every video, and it has to do with this phone. That's because inside this car has Android Auto. I talk about Android Auto a lot, but that's because it's ultra useful, especially with features like built-in Google Voice Assistant. And that helps me a lot when I need things like to remember how much horsepower a car makes. Hey Google, how much horsepower does a Taycan Turbo GT make?
On the website Porsche.com, they say 760 kilowatts, 1019 horsepower.
I can also listen to music. Hey Google, play Lakey Inspired on YouTube Music.
Playing Lakey Inspired on YouTube Music.
It's also good for reading text whenever you're driving. Hey Google, read my text messages.
Hi babe, love you so much but you forgot to take the trash out again, melting face. Do you want to reply?
Yes.
What's the message?
Sorry honey, I'll take it out when I get home. And it's great for setting reminders. Hey Google, set a reminder to take out trash.
Alright, I'll remind you today at 4:25 p.m.
So yeah, I do mention Android Auto a lot, but that's because it's great.